donneva fil, qual più bel vento, mutava certo di pensier, di pensier.
So coming up between July the 20th and August the 20th is the Women's World Cup in football or soccer to my American friends. It's a massive event. It's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for this readathon. I've done it a few times before for the men's events, but never for the women's events. And as you can see, I have some wonderful co-hosts for this, including Alice from the Giant Bookshelf, Roz at Scally Landling about the books, and Jack, the Rambling Raconteur. It was something Jack and I discussed several months ago, actually. He asked me if I would do it, and we kind of just sat on it, and then I received a message from Alice saying that she wanted to do it, and I said, well, you know, I have been planning on doing it with Jack, but it'd be great to have you on board as well. And then we got Roz in to make up our dream team for the Women's World Cup football readathon. Hello everybody, welcome to and welcome back to my channel, Book Time with Elvis. And yes, this is just an announcement video announcing this great readathon that takes place from the 20th of July to the 20th of August, as I've mentioned earlier. Now, the event itself will be held in New Zealand and Australia. They are co-hosts for this Women's World Cup event. And there are 32 teams taking part. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you watching will probably be who's taken part in previous events will be the ones probably taking part in this one. But if you're new to it, I'll just explain how it works. What happens is you will register your interest on this channel. Now, maybe you'll see the announcement videos on my co-host channel, but to keep it easy, we decided that my channel will be the one that you put in the comments whether or not you're interested in taking part, right? Otherwise, it will become a little bit confusing. So what will happen is you will register your interest in the comments below, and then a week today, so that means next Sunday, the 18th of June at 7 p.m. British Summer Time, or 8 p.m. Central European Time, and I'm not quite sure off the top of my head the various North American times, but I'm sure maybe Jack will be able to clarify that within his video, because it will be easier for him off the top of his head. So what happens, you register your interest in the comments below, and next Sunday we will draw your name against a team that's taking part in the tournament. So one of the 32 teams taking part. Now, it doesn't matter if more than 32 people want to take part. We just double up with the number of teams. So that means there are 8 groups featuring 4 teams, and once you get drawn a team, that is your team for the duration that they last in the tournament, because eventually teams will start to get knocked out of the tournament, and then you'll start to change what team it is. So in the end, when we get to the final, all the people taking part will have only one of the 2 teams left in the final. So what you do is you read something associated with your team, right? Now, there will be some little challenges and things along the way, which will probably be mentioned in the live next week. They haven't been finalized yet. If your team wins, easy. If your team loses to another team within your group, you then have to read something from the team that beat your team, right? So you could have a very varied reading experience. If you happen to have the team that wins the tournament, and perhaps that team goes through the entire tournament without losing a single game, you've only had to read one thing from that country. However, if your team, say, loses every game for the knockout stages, you would have had to have read 3 things from the 3 different countries within that group that your team is in. Now, I'm probably not explaining it very well. Usually people have to ask me. I'm pretty sure Alice, Roz and Jack will explain it better than I do, even though I've been doing this for 3 years now. So yeah, I hope that kind of makes sense. It should be very interesting. There are a lot of teams in this event, or a lot of countries in this event, that don't appear in the men's event. So it should give us an opportunity to read a lot of different literature. Now, it doesn't have to be full-on books. It can be short stories. I know, for example, Roz is very well versed in world literature, and she can point us in the right direction for perhaps short stories or poems or whatever that come from these different countries. And maybe there can be some possible like side quests as well, where you can, I don't know, watch a film as well from the country that you've been assigned, or listen to music from that country. It's kind of just to promote, and broaden our reading experiences in addition to those other things. So you might be curious as to what teams will be taking part. Well, in Group A, we have New Zealand, Norway, Philippines, and Switzerland. Group B, Australia, Republic of Ireland, Nigeria, and Canada. Group C contains Spain, Costa Rica, Zambia, and Japan. Group D has England, Haiti, Denmark, and People's Republic of China. Group E has the USA, Vietnam, Netherlands, and Portugal. Group F, France, Jamaica, Brazil, Panama. Group G, Sweden, South Africa, Italy, Argentina. And finally, Group H, Germany, Morocco, Colombia, and the Republic of Korea. So you can see already there's a big range of countries and a big opportunity for different things that you can read from those countries. As I said, the event does last a month, and depending on which team you get will depend on the amount and the variety of things that you will have to read. So what will happen next Sunday, as I say, we'll have a live show. I'm assuming on this channel, actually. We haven't verified it, but I'll probably host the live, and then my other co-host will join me. And what will happen is someone will draw out the name of the participant, and someone else will draw out the country, and that's how you will be assigned your country for the tournament, or as however long they're able to stay within that tournament. Once your country gets knocked out, you will be assigned the team and the country that knocked your original team out of the competition. Any questions, of course, leave them down below. Please do check out the other announcement videos if you haven't already. As I say, they'll probably explain it better than I did. Because I have to say, for me, it seems very simple in here, but I'm sure sometimes something gets lost when it comes out of there, which is probably not very good for someone whose profession is a teacher. But I don't know why sometimes these things are a bit more tricky. So yeah, that's it for now. More details will follow. Do keep a keen eye open and join us by registering your interest down below, and join us next week for the live draw. Do take care, everybody. Looking forward ever so much to seeing you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye bye.